A very good morning to all the students. This is Veena teacher. From today's class onwards, we're going to start with a new chapter, Structure of Chromosomes, Cell Cycle and Cell Division. Now here, all of you know that in a eukaryotic cell, a nucleus is present and the nucleus contains most of the cell's DNA, which is organized into discrete units called chromosomes. Each chromosome contains one long DNA molecule associated with many proteins. This complex of DNA and the proteins is called chromatin. So chromosomes, you can define them as highly coiled and condensed chromatin fibers. So if at all you want to know the difference between the DNA and the chromatin, DNA is a tightly packed DNA and this is found only during the cell division. When the cell is not dividing, the DNA is present in the form of chromatin, that is long, loose, thread-like structure. DNA is not being used for macromolecule synthesis, and then when it is there in the chromatin form, DNA is being used for the macromolecule synthesis. You can see in the diagram the structure of chromosome and the structure of chromatin. Chromatin is thread-like structure, chromosome are distinct structures. Here in this diagram, you can see this is a chromosome, and in the nucleus, the chromosome exists in this form when the cell is in a dividing state. And when you see the chromosome, this chromosome is made up of this long thread-like structure called chromatin. And when you see the chromatin, this chromatin is in turn made up of the double helical DNA. At various places, this chromatin is wound around the proteins. This protein is called histone protein. So DNA is a long thread-like structure which is present around the histone protein. So DNA plus histone protein together is called nucleosome. This is how the DNA is present inside the nucleus of a cell. The chromatin material that constitutes the fiber is formed of two substances. 40% it is made up of DNA and 60% it is made up of histones. The structure of DNA that we call as double helical structure, this structure of DNA was given by Watson and Crick, because of which in the year 1962 they got a Nobel Prize. So a single DNA molecule is a very large and hence it is described like a macromolecule. Each single-stranded DNA is composed of repeated units called nucleotide. So when you see the DNA molecule, it is a macromolecule, and this DNA molecule is made up of repeated units of the nucleotides. Now what a nucleotide is made up of? A nucleotide is made up of three things. The first thing is nitrogenous base, second is pentose sugar, and third is a phosphate group. So here you can see nitrogenous base, pentose sugar and phosphate group. So here the nitrogenous base is of four types. There are four different types of nitrogenous bases in the DNA. They are adenine, denoted as A, guanine, denoted as G, cytosine, denoted as C, and thymine, denoted as T. So there are four types of nitrogenous bases. Pentose sugar is present as well as the phosphate is present. Now here there are two strands in the structure of DNA. So here you can see this is how the structure of DNA is present. This structure is known as a double helical structure. So when you unwind the structure, your structure becomes something like this. And here you can see that G, C, T, A, these are the ones which are designated as nitrogenous bases. So these nitrogenous bases are present on this strand as well as this strand, and there is a bond between the two nitrogenous bases. This bond is a hydrogen bond. And one more thing which is very important for you to understand is when there is guanine here, it pairs up with only cytosine. Similarly, when you have cytosine here, it pairs up only with guanine. Similarly, there is base pairing between adenine and thymine and adenine. So this kind of base pairing is called complementary base pair. So this is how the two strands of the DNA are connected with each other with hydrogen bond, and they make up a polynucleotide. Means many nucleotides put together, they make up polynucleotide. So here in this structure, you can see that this is one strand of the DNA and this is the other strand of the DNA. Both of them are connected with the nitrogenous bases, making up the double-stranded structure of the DNA. And here you can see that in one strand you have adenine and in the other strand you have thymine. Similarly, guanine pairs with cytosine, thymine pairs up with adenine, and once again here you can see cytosine pairing up with guanine. So this is how there is a bond between the base pairs, and this bond is responsible for holding both the strands of DNA intact. Now next is histone proteins. Histones are the proteins that help in coiling and packing of DNA into structural units called nucleosome. Now here it is very important for you to understand that the DNA strand winds around a core of 8 histone proteins. Each of this complex, that is DNA plus histone protein, together is called nucleosome. DNA is a very highly coiled structure, and in each cell, when you take out the DNA and uncoil it or unwind it, you will see that each cell contains DNA of length 2 meters. That is pretty much. That will help you to understand how tightly coiled and packed DNA is in the nucleus of a cell. So once again, all of you please look into this diagram. In this diagram, you will see here the chromosome. When you unwind the chromosome, take out the threads in the chromosome. These chromosomes contain long thread-like structures called chromatin. These chromatin material, it is present at various places. The histone protein is present and the structure is called nucleosome. And then this nucleosome, now ultimately when you remove this and unwind this, you will get the double helical structure of the DNA. This is the DNA and your genes are present here in this DNA. Now one more thing is here you can see that here center a point is present. The point of attachment is called what happens is each chromosome in its condensed form is as visible during the start of cell division consists of 2 sister chromatids. So here these are 2 sister chromatids actually which are held together with the help of centromere. So this point of attachment of 2 sister chromatids is called centromere. So children, today what all things we have seen is the chromosome, chromatin, nucleosome, histone, nucleotide, centromere. Please here understand that the difference between the nucleotide and nucleosome is very important in the examination point of view. Similarly, the difference between the chromosome and chromatin material is also very important. Definition of histone is also very important. All these are the ones which appear in the examination paper. We will stop our class here. All of you, thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe. God bless you all.